Hey C3, happy Tuesday to you. I am hoping and praying that as a family, you are figuring out how to not just survive this time, but also to thrive in this time. And to that end, I wanted to do something a little bit different for the Family Life Minute today. I wanted to give you 3 different suggestions, and I want to tell you ahead of time, they all come from a website that I found just this morning when I Googled suggestions for family activities at home during this quarantine time. That's a good way for you to find some other resources and some other ideas that are out there. I found these 3 ideas at a place called crosswalk.com. Super easy place to go to. They got some great suggestions. I'm going to give you 3 that aren't from me, but interestingly enough, the Wisely family has been able to do all 3 of these at one point or another thus far, and it's been moderately successful, I will say, in our home. First of all, as an idea, grab some old photo albums, maybe photo albums that include your children, because kids love seeing their own faces, and reminisce, talk about some of the memories that you guys made in the midst of those pictures that were taken. Or moms and dads, pull out some photos of you when you were kids. I was looking through some that I've got in a box upstairs of me and of my brothers that my boys have never ever seen. And when they've seen a few of them, I showed them a few, they thought they were just absolutely hilarious. And we got to tell some cool stories about that. So that's one idea. Go through some old photo albums. In the midst of that, if you've got some photos or maybe a whole set of pictures that you took on a vacation or some trip and you've been meaning to get those into some sort of photo album, have your kids help you pick out their favorite pictures. You'll have your own, but what cooler opportunity would you have than to have them give some buy-in to it as well? So there's one idea. Secondly, Melissa has been doing a very good job of this. I not so much. I used to be a journaler. I used to write things down a lot, and quite frankly, I spend most of my life writing things now, and so writing things in a personal journal I don't do as well as I should. But she's been journaling almost every day, just one thought or one idea during this weird season that we're in. Chances are, good Lord willing, we won't live through something like this again in our lifetime. Many of us haven't up to this point, and so to write thoughts down that we're having, write experiences down that we're going through, and even to ask children to give their thoughts as well. You know, some of the younger ones, they might not have much to say, but they might surprise you, their thoughts and their ideas, and you can encourage your older children to write down their thoughts as well, and then you could compare notes together. And finally, this one seems pretty simple, and maybe you've already been doing it, but learn a new skill with your family. Melissa has done a great job with the boys. I'll come home, and almost every day it seems like they've done something new, something different together. On Saturday, she decided to bake some bread, and Hank got in there and did any piece of it she would give him to do, and the byproduct was really, really good bread that he got to know, hey, I had a part in making this happen. So bake something together. Teach him how to create something out in the garage or in the barn together, something like that. But have your children, help your children learn a new skill during this time. So then when they look back on this interesting season, they can mark it not only by boredom and things like that, but they can mark it by great experiences, great memories made together as a family. And secondarily, they can maybe even mark it by, I learned a skill or something that I can keep with me for the rest of my life. Here's hoping you guys can take advantage this week. Here's hoping that God is revealing himself to you in some really cool ways. And as a family, you're not looking at this time as a time to just survive through, but you're looking at this time as a time to thrive. Have a great week.